Good morning, Colfax, and welcome to show for May 17th.
This week, we take a look into how our sports teams are wrapping up their seasons.
We have kickball and dodgeball results.
We help you keep the busy end of the year schedule straight.
And CTV connects with one of our many talented families on campus.
Welcome to the show.
These final weeks have been packed with activity between dodgeball, teacher appreciation, sports, powder puff, IB testing, and final prep. I don't know how our students are keeping up with it all.
Being a Falcon means you know how to work hard, but play harder.
That's right, Mary. The powder puff game last Wednesday was an ode to the spirit and the determination of our junior and senior girls.
The seniors started the first half strong, making interception after interception, and took an 18-12 lead into halftime.
The juniors came roaring back behind the strong running of Kim McCarty, who had to set a powder puff rushing record.
But despite a game junior team, the senior offense was just too strong and propelled them to a 36-18 win.
Shout out to sophomore leadership for putting on this traditional event and keeping the competitive spirit alive.
Want to keep the competitive juices flowing in a more cerebral way? Check out the chess tournament. All experience levels are welcome.
Signups are in your email, and the tournament will be held in the Learning Commons this Thursday and Friday during intervention. Let's keep our streak of classy competition going.
Speaking of competition, on May 7th, our seniors took on our staff in the seniors versus staff kickball game. Reporters Justine Romer and Josie Bros were on hand for the action.
Hey Falcons, I'm here at our 2021 Teacher Appreciation Week Kickball Endgame Seniors versus Staff.
In celebration of our incredible staff, Colfax leadership hosted our annual Student versus Staff Kickball game. Through the first and second lunch during Teacher Appreciation Week, teachers went up against our seniors in a heated competition. Katie Reynolds, Nate Webb, and Mary O'Rourke carried the senior team, while Sam Baldoni quite literally kicked it out of the park, getting the ball stuck on the roof and thereby ending the first game. Although the teachers gave it their best kicks and catches, the seniors wound up taking the wins with an impressive 6-0 in the first game and an undetermined score for the second. On behalf of Josie Brost, I'm Justine Romer for CTV.
The seniors have been taking some major dubs in our final few weeks of high school.
But they're not the only ones putting up wins, Katie. The annual dodgeball tournament hosted by senior leadership was squeezed into last week, and there were some surprising winners.
That's true, Mary. In the college division, it was birds in general, consisting of Jade Biittner, Anna Miles, Haley Forseth, Julian Bernoli, and Dane Veers that made their way out of the losers bracket to take down an undefeated La Amiga squad for the title.
And in the open division, a shocking semifinal win by the underclassmen, Team BAZZARONI, set up a final with the junior team, Movers and Groovers.
The Movers and Groovers, made up of Chase Pfeiffer, Joe Siner, Lucas Green, Drew Garcia, and Connor Vaughn, made quick work of the young BAZZARONI side and took the 2021 ASB Dodgeball Championship. The Falcon Spotlight is back, and CTV is shining it on an incredibly talented sibling duo that I recently got to spend some time with. The Stocks family is well known around the Colfax campus for their many unique talents. Benton, a senior, and Brookie, a sophomore, are currently enjoying their last year of school together. Both siblings are known on campus for their incredible music abilities.
My music career started when I was 4 years old. My dad got me my first drum set, but before that I would be like banging on pots and pans in front of the TV, watching my favorite band Rush, and then it just escalated from there.
Between Benton and Brookie, the pair play an impressive 9 instruments, most of which both siblings can play. These include the piano, guitar, drums, bass, ukulele, harmonica, and the occasional kazoo. Brookie is also learning to play the mandolin and the banjo, which will bring her count of 5 instruments up to 7.
Music is a big thing for uniting my family because my dad is a musician, and same with my sister, so we'll always be jamming together at the house, and it's definitely it definitely keeps us close together.
I was inspired to play all of the instruments that I play, mostly my brother, just because he's so good at all of the instruments, and so I wanted to be like him and started to pick up different ones.
Their talents don't just stop at music, though. Benton is an all-league basketball player and the section's best hurdler this season. Brookie is heavily involved in the school's performing arts program and looks forward to appearing with both the choir and the drama program in a variety of shows when the theater lights come back on in the fall.
Theater has brought me joy by just it's a great community to be in. There's a lot of loving, caring people. It's just like a really big family.
I enjoy basketball because of playing with the same teammates since I was in 3rd grade. I've been the same group of guys, and it's just my best friends and I just having fun out there.
As Benton's high school career as a student athlete comes to a close, he has every intent to keep growing as a musician.
For music, my aspirations, I guess, is just to always have it there because sports will come and go, but music will always be something that's there for me.
Brookie is keeping all her options open as she prepares for her junior year, but music is certainly part of the plan.
My aspirations for music are to just kind of pursue it and go after, trying to be a successful musician. I'm pursuing it I post stuff on Instagram all the time and YouTube. I'm starting to post stuff on there soon.
It's this reporter's opinion that these will be the first of many interviews for the dynamic duo of Benton and Brookie Stocks. We are grateful for their contributions to our Falcon family.
We have so much talent splashed across our campus, and the Stocks are a great representation of it.
We see great things in their future. And looking at the future, the Senior Pennant Parade is this Thursday, May 20th.
There will be a special schedule for the day, so all students will get to see and start imagining their future. This is a great way to recognize our seniors and for them to share what the next chapter of their lives is going to look like.
Okay, we looked into the future, but we don't want to forget about the past.
The yearbook team worked hard this year, and it will all pay off when books start arriving around May 24th. We wanted to correct last week's show and acknowledge Gracie Ford. Gracie was one of the 4 reporters that made the book happen, and we said her name wrong last week. Thanks, Gracie. We appreciate you and the whole yearbook team. If you are still interested in purchasing a yearbook, there is only one left, so contact Mr. Wolf if you would like to purchase for $65.
And if you're interested in documenting next year and being part of the yearbook team, fill out the interest survey under announcements on the school's webpage.
The craziest year in sports history keeps charging forward. And this week, News Director Megan Towne, along with the CTV sports teams, keep you up to date.
Good morning and welcome back to the CTV Sports Update. I'm Megan Towne. Our girls softball team is staying strong in their final weeks of the season. They faced off against Lyndhurst and jumped out to a 10-run lead, coasting to a 15-5 win. You can catch the team tonight facing off against Center for senior night, and watch the team conclude the season with games on Tuesday and Friday. The girls and boys golf teams faced off in a friendly match last Tuesday with 2 ways to win: most individual holes won and overall strokes. The girls team dominated the match play, winning 3 of their 4, while the boys took the overall strokes win. This friendly match brought both seasons to a close and resulted in 2 Colfax players ending up in a golf course pond. 2 weeks ago, the track season came to a close at the annual Colfax Invitational, and reporter Lainey Lorang was there to catch all the action.
Our Colfax track and field team just wrapped up another amazing season that was full of highlights, one of which was our track and field program hosting the 31st Colfax Invitational on Friday, May 7th. The meet featured 10 schools, including powerhouse programs like Del Oro and Placer. Even though there was no league season this year, all of the athletes were determined to practice hard, pursue personal records, and be a part of this year's team. 44 athletes completed the season, and 27 of those set personal records at the last meet of the season, the Colfax Invitational. With so many standout athletes this year from all grades, the track and field team scored many impressive victories. Seniors Aaliyah McCord and Benton Stocks went undefeated in hurdles for the entire season and finished ranked first in the section. Juniors Robert Navarez, Jake Colster, and Kelly McCarty finished at the top of the Pioneer Valley League. And the future is bright with sophomore Carly McCabe and freshman Jay Biittner also finishing as the league's best distance runners. Great teams have great chemistry, and coaches Amanda Breton and Justin Hyman pride themselves on creating an environment where all students have an opportunity to train, learn how to compete, and be a part of a high school athletic team.
Just go ahead and join the track team if you're thinking about it. It's really fun, and you can do all different kinds of events, which is the one good thing about track is that there's lots of options.
With the track team, it's really fun just to hang out with some really cool people. Everyone's really nice, and everyone cheers you on no matter what level you're at.
With so many different events, including hurdles, long distance running, sprints, jump, pole vault, shot put, and the discus, track and field offers something for everybody. Reporting on a track and field team that has competed a successful season and looks to run into 2022, I'm Lane Lorang with camera ops Sophie Link and Katie Reynolds and editor Sebastian Blondo.
Our Colfax wrestling team has 6 new freshmen and 9 returnees. Senior Ryan Watts is leading the team with his great attitude and willingness to learn new moves. Junior Amber Guglielmi is always the first person in the practice room and a true leader. The coaches firmly believe that she will make it to the state tournament next year. Last Thursday, the team took on center, and Jackson Owen, Evan Dearson, Seth Bailey, Tommy Rand, and Ryan Watts all earned pins. The leadership in the program has never been better, and with many new wrestlers returning, the future looks bright. Last Thursday, our volleyball team traveled to take on Nevada Union. Kylie Barger showed poise as a sophomore, playing all around and serving very consistently for the Falcons. In 4 hard-fought sets, the Lady Falcons fell to the Miners, but look to redeem themselves next Wednesday against Bear River at home. As a part of the girls' basketball team, reporter Gabby Biittner has a front-row seat to all the action. With her first-hand knowledge, she brings you this season update.
The girls' basketball team has made the most of the season, going from not even knowing if a season was possible to traveling to other state tournaments to play national powerhouses. One thing that the COVID pandemic has brought is the opportunity to play teams that would not normally be seen on the Lady Falcons schedule.
I would say our season started, or we weren't sure we were going to have a season, so when we traveled to Idaho and played in a big tournament up there, I would say that's probably one of the highlights of our season. And then when we were able to have a season, we had to pretty much get teams that wanted to play us or that would, and so we had to schedule a bunch of bigger schools, Division I, Division II schools, and we've shown that we can compete against those types of schools.
This season has been about more than just basketball. It has brought teammates closer together in order to overcome the challenges presented by COVID. Stella Chavez, a senior who has played basketball all 4 years of high school, recognizes that.
I'd say that I'm proud of this team because we're all like best friends off the court, and it's just been awesome to create these relationships that I know will be there forever.
4 of the seniors have been playing together since 4th grade, leaving a legacy of their own, winning 2 section titles and making dynamic runs in the state tournament. They have set the tone and standard for Colfax girls basketball. Basketball has brought them together and allowed so many fun times and memories to happen on and off the court.
Looking back on this year, I would say it's just a special group. They've been together, playing together since the 4th grade, most of them, and I think they're kind of set the tone for what Colfax girls basketball is here at Colfax, and those are some really big shoes to fill, and looking back, we're really going to miss them and their legacy and what they've brought to this program.
This year's team was packed with leadership from 8 seniors, 2 of which have signed letters of intent to play basketball at the collegiate level. Christiane Carlisle will be playing for the Lady Cougars at Azusa Pacific University, while Natalie Lumberg will be attending Whitman University to play for the Lady Blues.
I think having 2 girls signed to play college at the next level, it's a reflection of them and their work ethic, and we're super proud of them, and I think they get the credit for the hard work and their determination, but they're both champions and they show it on the court, after hours, in the gym, and also working hard in the classroom.
And while the season was an abbreviated one that had many ups and downs, Coach Simpson says that it motivated the girls more than ever because it showed them that the next game is never guaranteed.
Part of the basketball team, I've really loved just being a part of the school and then just playing for the students in the crowd. And it's been really awesome to be a part of that the past 4 years.
Reporting for your Lady Falcons, I'm Gabriella Biittner with camera Megan Towne and editor Charlie Satterley.
The boys' baseball team has been on a winning streak. This past week, they 10-run center with great pitching by Jaron Nicholas. Anthony Packard was on the mound when the Falcons faced Bear River on Wednesday and took down the Bruins 5-3. Next week, they play center and Lyndhurst. The boys' basketball team continues to win with tenacious defense, led by junior Lucas Green. Green led the team in steals when the Falcons faced Forest Hill last Thursday night. Benton Stocks got hot behind the three-point line, knocking down 6 threes to lead all scorers with 21 points. Sam Baldoni continues to be a one-man wrecking crew on the inside and put up 15 points in the 64-39 win. The Falcons faced Placer on Saturday and conclude their season with Bear River at home on May 26th for senior night. That's all we have for you this year, Colfax, and we look forward to covering all Colfax sports when we are back in the fall. Until then, I'm Megan Towne with the CTV Sports Update.
Leadership is hosting a Freshman Connection event during intervention tomorrow. All freshmen not locked in by a teacher or needing academic support for intervention will make their way to the football field as quickly as possible.
This is going to be fun, and if I heard correctly, there's ice cream involved this time.
That's right. That's all we have for you this week, Colfax.
We'll see you next week for the sign-off show. Until then,
I'm Mary O'Rourke.
And I'm Katie Reynolds.
Have a great day, Colfax.